Today, we're going to talk about the helping verb. So far we've talked about two forms of verbs, the action verb and the linking verb. This third form is the helping verb, and it does as its name suggests. Right? No surprise there. It's a verb that helps other verbs. Right? It works with another verb. Right? So a helping verb becomes part of a verb phrase because it's helping another verb. So we have this verb phrase. So a verb phrase consists of one main verb, which might be, for example, an action verb, and one or more helping verbs. Okay, so commonly used helping verbs. Those forms of to be, and there are many of them. What you have there on your screen is certainly not a complete list. These are common ones: am, are, be, been, being, is, was, and were. Other common helping verbs are those forms of have: had, has, have, having. And those forms of do, we don't want to leave them out. They too are common helping verbs: did, do, and does. We also have, they go by this strange name, those modals. Yes, modals. They're used to express an attitude toward the action or state of being. You'll recognize them. They're not strange words. Can, could, may, might, must, ought, shall, should, will, and would. Let's take a look at some example sentences. The first one: I am reading the best novel ever. Okay, so thinking about helping verbs, there must be then a verb phrase somewhere. And here it is. Am reading. So that am, form of to be, right? And it's helping out this action verb here. I am reading the best novel ever. Now sometimes words come in between the helping verb and the verb that it's working with, the action verb in this case. Because we could have, could we not? Tell me if I'm wrong. I am not. Like that negation. I am not reading the best novel ever. And in this case, there's a separation there, right? But here, I'm going to underline a verb phrase. It's still there. We just have a word in between. So there's nothing to get scared over. Okay, you just have to recognize where you have the helping verb and what verb is it helping out. In this next sentence, right, we have that modal. Do you see it? Do you see it? There it is. And of course, we have now our verb phrase. May go. Right? May is helping out that go. Work together. Our final example, we have that word had, right? One of those forms of have. Worried. And it's, of course, helping in this case to build this past tense, right? Worried. Here is our verb phrase, had worried. So helping verbs, fairly straightforward. You just have to recognize what is that helping verb and what verb is it helping. Because you want to have that whole verb phrase together. Right? You want to see the verb phrase in its entirety. We have some fairly simple ones here. Sometimes that verb phrase can be 3 or 4 words in length. let's just for fun have an example. They could have been worried. Right? Here's our whole verb phrase. Could have been worried. Right? And this, of course, is what's helping out with worry in terms of tense. That's our help.